This is one of the best books of networking I've ever read. There's so many great tips for introverts out there. And also if you're starting out your business, it's a must read, particularly to get in the room and figure out what networking is really all about. I highly recommend it, particularly the introverts, but it could be used for anyone. And I do promote it in my B&I chapter as well. I consider myself as a pseudo introvert, so I am introverted, but I know how to pretend not to be. I always tell people this story. When I was starting my business, I figured out networking was the way to go, and I got invited to one networking event, and it didn't seem very well organised. And I walked in and I walked out in 1 minute. I just couldn't. I just overheated and got too anxious, and I just walked out. And I did that probably for half a dozen events straight after. I just couldn't go in. I couldn't talk to anybody. What the book helped me do was really be more strategic about it. I realised I was wasting a lot of time. I was standing with the same person for an hour chatting where I really should have stopped that conversation and moved on to the next person. And my message delivery was probably quite poor. Someone would come up and say, "What do you do?" And I'd say, "Well, I do IT." Whereas now I'd say I'm the downtime assassin, and then I'll get more attention and I'll be able to explain what I do and they'll actually listen. There's a thing where he mentions in the book to, walk from one area to the toilets and just look for people's eye contact, and then walk from there to where the bar is or something like that, but, in a casual manner. I've used that quite a few times and it's been successful. Because sometimes you finish speaking with someone or they have to move and then you're sort of stuck there and you don't know what to do. You don't know where to go, and you might walk along and just look nervous. But if you look like you're on the way to something and you catch someone's eye, then they're happy to talk to you. So just some little things in the book that really helped a lot. Someone I networked with quite extensively, he heard me talking about Downtime Assassin and the niche message came through loud and clear. This fellow, Craig, he called me one day and said, "Oh, I'm the CEO of this construction company. I've seen your messaging. I've seen what you're doing on LinkedIn," getting that message clear. And then him thinking about it and seeing my presence everywhere on LinkedIn, it was an easy decision for him to get me in. As far as I remember, it was 10 grand for a few days' work. And now that's leading to more ongoing work with them coming up. So that was probably the biggest success story so far.